Yes, but it's horny.
Whether it's banging on the charts, banging in the club, or banging in the streets, you're here first. On WB.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness gracious. You are now tuned into the CL Smoov and Bell Brooks show right here on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio. Okay, I don't even know. What are you doing over there, CL? Please tell me.
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I'm just feeling the groove.
You just feeling the groove? Just a little something?
Yeah.
Just a little?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we do what we do, how we do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know? So we have a good and great show for you tonight. And see, the thing about it is that I actually brought somebody out of retirement. See, they thought they was retiring.
Yo, just first of all, let everybody know.
Okay, why don't you let them know?
Hey, yo, we on StreamYard. I don't know the link.
Actually, they can go to WBNC's YouTube channel.
All right, so go
That's
to
where we're at.
YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we are. That's
Oh,
where
man,
we are live.
It's been a minute since we've been on the air, yo.
That's all right though, because you know it's these trying times that we're in right now that we have to give a voice out there.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, you know, I kind of like a little bit brought somebody out of retirement. See, they thought that they was retired, but technically they not retired.
They said a little bit.
A little bit out.
No, we had to drag her by her pinky toes.
Well, I don't think we had to drag her by her pinky toes.
Why didn't?
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Exactly.
I think it did go down.
Exactly. It went down. It went down. Just like that.
I think it did. So,
it did. That's all right.
But,
it's all right. So, you know, we got to dust her off.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. She's been still doing her thing, but you know, we just had to dust her off a little bit. You know what I mean?
Just. I mean, we had to dust off a lot, technically.
Not really.
Yes, we did.
Not really.
We did.
I know the drag marks and stuff, but you had to, you know, dust off a little bit. Because first of all, we trying to drag her from a long way. She lives a little ways from us.
Yeah, she lives across the waters.
Exactly. So you know, clothes might be a little dusty out when y'all see her.
Just a little bit. Just a
polish
little
off. You know what I mean?
She polishes up very well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, she gleams and glistens and everything like that. Yeah. But hey. Well, coming to the stage.
Yeah.
We are going to bring our lovely cracker fire.
Yeah.
This is our cracker fire.
Cracker fire though.
Cracker fire. Okay.
Firecracker.
Okay, that's their whole.
See, you talk about me.
She a whole cracker. If y'all can see her face backstage right now, she's like, "What in the? Did you just call me?" She's a firecracker.
Let's get that together.
She's gonna tell me that she's gonna give me the pow pow.
Very much so. Very much so.
I'm gonna get the
Very
pow
much
pow. But coming to the stage, we're gonna bring none other than our
sister.
firecracker
Yeah.
of the station,
Yep.
Miss Lahitana.
Baby, baby, baby. Weta, baby.
What up, boo?
Hey, D.
Yeah.
Woo.
Bring my firecracker sister out. You know what I mean?
That's
She
right.
She definitely.
You know, I
is.
dust off.
We dust off right
Yes. Yes. I love it.
You know, I dust off. Just a little bit.
Dust
Just
off.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
just a little bit, you know.
What are y'all up to? I miss you guys. I love you guys.
We miss
We
you
miss you
too,
too.
Big. See, this is the reason why Lahitana needs to come back. You know,
Very much so. Full force.
Lahitana needs to come back. Lahitana has done a lot of things. And she just slowly but surely just disappeared, you know. But she had a lot of stuff going on, you guys. Had a
Yeah,
lot of
a lot.
stuff going on. And
Lot.
we're very, very proud of her and
Yes.
everything that she has accomplished and has done.
Yes.
We love
Listen.
on her and we're so, so proud. But we're still trying to sit up here and say, Lahitana needs to come back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The world's around us.
The world around us.
Let me tell you, I was looking at that the other day and I was like, what in the world? We done did so much. We didn't know how to put the brakes on.
No.
Not
we
at
didn't.
all. And we still don't
We
know how to
still
put the
don't.
brakes on.
Still don't.
We were everywhere.
Yes.
Lahitana took over the Women's March. WBNC was backing her up right there.
Yep.
Oh my God, we did that for 3 years. We
Yep.
started out at the Christmas event.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
All the little kids.
Yes.
Yeah. We looking for
We
that
didn't
to
know
come
how to
back.
act. Ooh, we didn't know how to act after the after.
After the act.
After the
After
Christmas. Went
Because
home and went
after, you know,
Yeah.
we did a little bit of partying.
yeah. Just a little bit of partying with
Yes.
yeah. I'm not
Hello,
even saying
everyone over here. Look, they already just watching y'all. Look.
they just watching. They just watching. Hey. Hey you guys over. Hi.
Now you know who these people are. Don't act like y'all don't know. This is where I started on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio right there in Philadelphia. My baby boo CL Smoov. Yes, that was my DJ over there. And my beautiful sissy pig right there. Bev Brooks. See, I told you I didn't go nowhere. I just, pop out of nowhere and surprise all of y'all. So today we're going to be talking with them. We're going down memory lane. Guys.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yes. They're trying to bring me back.
We ain't trying.
We ain't trying.
We are.
We bringing you. I
You
told
coming.
you. Don't make me drag you by your pinky toes.
Pinky toes. They're trying to drag me by my I'm over here in my paradise with my plants and my trees. They talking about dragging me. I look too pretty to be dragged.
Listen,
Okay, so then you just want to come
you
willing.
just want to come willing.
I gotta come willing then. I'm better. Because not everything's gonna be messed up.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You think
My
you got
own-
streaks now?
I showed them. I'm gonna be going to Storm, but I'm not gonna explain what that is. Y'all see soon. It's gonna be changing. But they already know what I'm about to do. Hello, everybody. Prima, how you doing?
See, that's what I'm talking about. She be multitasking. She got the people, we broadcasting live out here on WBNC. We on our YouTube channel, and then she has her stuff going on over there. That's right. We trying to get everybody to get all the information.
That's right. See? So they can see y'all pretty faces, because I love when they see y'all pretty faces and they can join in the conversation. Yes.
Exactly. Comment, all
Now,
those
tell them where
things.
they can go see us.
They can go see us. We're actually on our YouTube channel, our WBNC Radio YouTube channel. That is where we're broadcasting this right now, and they can see us from right there.
Yes, 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 yes.
Or they can go to TuneIn, or they can go to our website, WBNCradio.net, and click the live button, and they can hear us. If they can't see us, they can hear us.
They already know what we look like. They just need to hear it.
Exactly.
And enjoy it. Because we're always laughing and enjoying and talking about a little bit about everything. And I was just telling them and reminding them that how we started our first episode with the children's over in where were we? We were in Beverly. No, where did we go?
Yeah,
Delran.
Yeah.
Delran, New Jersey. And we brought Santa Claus out there. We even had the army trucks out there. That was amazing. That was amazing. See, look at me.
She like look at me.
Look at me.
Look
now.
into my eyes.
Look into my brown big eyes. You see these folks right here? We're going to try to do it again. Yes. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but I'm going to need all of y'all to join us and to bring donations of the gifts, of the toys. But I'll let you know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be this year. You know, I'm on one leg right now.
Well, full-fledged next year would be good.
Right.
And that could tie into the CYWC, everything that goes on with that, and make it a real big thing.
Yes.
Of WBNC.
Oh yeah, the 11th anniversary of WBNC is next year. CLI's 25th wedding anniversary.
So
which we used to celebrate all the time on my show.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
because I made it public. You can't tell me.
You did.
Absolutely.
Y'all can't tell me nothing. I make it public. So we got to do it again.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we do.
Hello,
yes, we do.
Denise. Hello, Prima. Hello, everyone that's on live right here on Facebook. If you can't find us on YouTube, we are on Facebook. You see all these my partners right here, my lovely partners.
Yes.
Listen, I even found. It's embarrassing, I know. But I even found the time that I spoke about the man.
Don't say it. Don't say we don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
We can't be doing that no more.
Well, y'all two converse, and I'm going to step away for 1 second.
Okay, CL. I got to start doing my music. That's your turn. That's your job. Cease, did you turn off your mic again? Yes, I don't hear you. We don't hear you. They too fun. Hey, Marty. Hey, Morgan. How are you, honey? You got to come join us when we do these things. We do these lives every once in a while. I'll pick a topic and we'll just go on there and we just talk about whatever we feel like talking. So, you got to come join us, Morgan. You got to come join us. How is everybody today? What is everybody doing? Are you enjoying? Alicia, oh my God. You were on our episode, our political episode. Girl, I was looking at it just now and I remembered. Katy, ¿cómo estás? I see you everywhere. You're doing so many beautiful things. Magali, ¿cómo estás? Alicia, hello. Sherry, hi. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello. Hector, hey. What's up, peoples? Talk to me. What's going on? What's new for everybody? He's mingling with his microphone. So me and you are gonna chat. Okay. Yeah, no, nothing.
See, this is crazy.
Now I hear you.
But see,
But now there's that echo.
yeah,
Oh,
the wrong way. Um, it happened as soon as her mic went off, right?
yep.
All right, so I gotta bring hers back on. Hold on.
So how's everybody doing? So I have been off La Gitana for a while because just a lot of stuff was going on. But I'm back and I shall be doing these every once in a while, because I do get busy with the real estate and I love doing the real estate. It's like I can't believe how much I love it. Okay. The real estate is just, I can't believe how much I love it and how much all of you have supported me through my 5 years because I just celebrated 5 years of real estate. 5 years of real estate. And so I am loving it and I am keeping myself busy. I have lots of buyers that I'm trying to get pre-approved and out there looking for them for their house. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop looking for that house that just pulls on your heartstrings. If you want to sell, you want to buy, you just call me. But other than that, what have we been doing? Are we staying on the positive? I hope you are, because La Gitana only stays on the positive. Hmm. Hmm. And we shared a lot of issues and story time and all those topics that we've talked about through the years, right? And all of them come right back to you got to stay positive. Hello, Prima. Hello, Carmen. How are you? How are you? No traveling anywhere? No traveling? My
Can
Prima
you hear me now?
Yes, I hear
Ma'am,
you.
I'm gonna need you to stop. When you talk, you got to do multitask.
See,
You got to talk.
I told you, Bev like cutting people off. That's all. She was like, "Nope, I ain't here, so you ain't gonna be here."
That's what it was.
Exactly. She
I
just
felt it. I felt it.
I understand.
I
What's
didn't
Bev,
do that.
Selfish.
Bev, that was
Share.
bad.
I didn't do that.
Share.
That wasn't me.
Share. As you see, you can hear me now, right?
I can't.
That was
This one right
that was
This
that was
right here.
Then
all
you,
of it
know
here.
you pointing at me though, right?
No, I'm pointing at you on my page.
But over here, you pointing at me. Go
Well,
down
Hey!
west.
this way.
What? He's gonna cover all pages just in
All
case.
bases. Just both of y'all.
Spit them around.
So this evening, we're gonna have a good show. And we're gonna talk about things that are important.
Mhm.
Important.
And things that have been happening.
Yeah,
It's too
because
much happening.
we think that it's not important.
Yes.
And they sit up there and they bogart us with all this information, and they sit up there and they go, say no, say no, say
Mhm.
no, say no, say no.
And they just want you to agree with it.
Exactly. They want you to click no. They want you to click no and constantly click no.
Mhm.
But as we go forward to this evening's show, we want y'all to know that we're not telling y'all what to do.
Mm-mm.
This is not what we're not telling you what to do. We are actually just no, it's just information. Just giving information. I'm gonna need you to stop the camera thing.
Why is he fighting again?
So he gonna die. He ain't gonna die. Well, the phone, yeah.
He's trying to control us. You saw that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look at him. Look at him. He a hot mess. I'm about to put a black tape right there.
just cover him all up. Wow. Just cover him all up. You know what? I don't know. I can go like this. Like,
oh! And now I'm gone.
And now you're gone.
The disappearing act of CS. You want to see it again?
Bye bye.
Hey, now I'm on the other side.
What the heck?
Hello. Which way are we at now? To the wall, to the window.
So we're behaving today. We're not gonna be telling you what to do. We're just gonna be telling him what to do.
Yeah, just tell him just a little bit. Just tell him just a little bit. You know what he gonna do, how he gonna do.
Oh my goodness, you guys are. I love y'all.
He like you tell me. We
Yeah. So we are headed soon. You guys are headed, and we're headed over here into voting time.
Yes. Is y'all date where you're at? Is it still November the 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the same day as ours, because I noticed a couple of people they set up there and they said that like I think New York was at a different time, like theirs just came from something like that. So it's like different states or different days and things of that nature. So I wasn't quite sure.
So
FYI, your man DJ CL Smoov will be spinning at DJ at the polls at 8th and Only.
What?
Only.
Look at he is showing off.
He's just too hype right
now.
I swear, I don't know what to do with him. I'm just gonna focus on you.
Loving this remix I'm doing in the background. This music is like, yeah.
So
yes, we're coming up to voting. We're coming up to making decisions.
Yes.
That change our lives permanently.
Yes.
And we can't continue to say, I don't want to vote. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get involved. No, it's already planned.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear none of that. We've always said that, right? We always said that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear, I don't have transportation. We've always said that. We don't want to hear, I gotta wait till my husband and my kids, and I don't want to know. Well, I don't know who's running. Don't want to hear that either, because just like you can spend your time on TikTok going through those videos, you can spend your time finding out who's up on the polls and make a sound, logical decision.
Yes,
absolutely. So, hey, tonight we have a special guest that's actually going to break it down. That's actually going to let us know. That actually is going to make everything informative and explain things for here specifically in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in our state of Pennsylvania. So,
because it's a lot of campaigns out there.
Yeah.
When you guys started telling me to come on and do this, I was like, wait, what? And I started looking it up and I was like, holy smokies, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
This election is very important.
You got to educate yourselves. You got to do the research yourself. If you find someone that really interests you, make sure you do your homework.
Absolutely.
Don't just go and click. You got to make sure that before you click, that's the person that's for you. That's for our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our community keep going through what's going on. We're going through too much.
So I'm about to bring to the stage.
Yes.
See, I be losing stuff over here.
See, that's because he multitasks too much.
I'll be moving.
too much. It's too
Snoop is
much.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
about to, this is what we about to do that.
Yeah, you get me out the way. Get me out the way.
Hello, Maureen. Hola, Eric. Hola.
So, all right. B, we be right back with you.
Yes.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl Belle Brooks. We have a special guest on this evening to give us our information, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the state of Pennsylvania, and where we stand right now and the things that are happening. Voting comes November the 4th. November the 4th. And I like to let you know that, your vote counts. And that a lot of people, they don't understand that your vote counts. Voting is important. So just to let you guys know, we are now going to bring up the Honorable State Representative, Anthony Bellman.
Hi, Bev. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Thank you for having me this evening.
All right. It's a pleasure to have you. We're blessed to have you. We need this. We actually need this because it's a couple things that I didn't even know that was brought to my attention, and I'm glad that to have you here this evening. So can you please tell our listeners who you are? Because I already said you're the Honorable State Representative Anthony Bell, but do they truly understand who you are?
All right, no problem. I'll let everybody know. Good evening, everybody. I'm State Representative Anthony Bellman. As Bev so graciously already has introduced me, I'm the state representative for portions of Alany, Longcrest, Lawndale, and Oxford Circle. And I know I'm off camera right now, but I am one of the youngest members of the Pennsylvania General Assembly, and I'm honored to serve my neighbors all the way in Harrisburg, where I go to put my 2 cents in and use my power of voting in order to pass laws in the Pennsylvania legislature. So I'm honored to be here today, and really just honored to go ahead and educate some of your listeners. And I don't know, I was listening beforehand. You guys are pretty smart, so I'm pretty sure your listeners already know what's going on. But just to go ahead and answer any questions that you might have, so that way we can get the real information out there about what's happening on November 4th.
Okay, basically, the only thing that probably everybody knows is that it's voting. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A lot of people, they don't know who they're voting for, what they're voting for, or anything of that nature. I'm gonna bring up Lahitana because she might have some questions also that might have been given to her. Hello, Lahitana.
Hello, Representative. How are you?
Good, Lahitana. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing great. I am so proud of you. 35 years old, and you are very young and doing great things for your community. So I applaud you, and I hope to meet you in person someday.
Yes, yeah. In the future, I'll see if I can come by the studio and we can talk in person. But thank you guys for having me tonight.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things going on in Pennsylvania, and you seem to have the pulse of all of it, and you seem to know and be very active in safety and in so many other things that are gun control and so many other things in the community. And I did my homework on you, and I'm just really proud of you. Thank you for all your service.
Thank you. And look, before I joined the state legislature, right out of college, I was working in education as a math instructor, both in Philadelphia and a little bit in Trenton, New Jersey. I was a dean of students out there as well. And then for the past 8 years before I joined the legislature, I worked in the United States Congress for one of the members of Congress in Philadelphia, 6 years in Philly. In Alany, I heard he say he's going to be around 8th and Alany. So my office was not actually too far from there at Front in Alany. and working in my community that I grew up in. And then in 2 years, for 2 years, I served in Washington, D.C. as the Congressman's senior advisor on Capitol Hill before I came back home and ran for office. And in that time, I did a lot of things for the congressman, serving as his immigration specialist, community relations liaison, political director. So I know a little bit about politics too. And then ultimately, like I said, down in Washington, D.C. So I'm excited to be here to let you guys know about what's going on.
So what are you doing right now in the community? What issues are you confronting and addressing right now in the community?
So on the official side, we've been working to really tackle gun violence and do it from a youth perspective. As a former educator, I'm about getting young people before they're able to pick up a gun and go use it in a very harmful way. So I've been working hard in my community to make sure that we're having quality programs here. But also working with the public safety office for the city of Philadelphia. They have a program called GBIJ that I want them to bring to the 35th and the 2nd district here in Philadelphia. So GBIJ is Gun Violence Intervention Juvenile, where we're able to go out and talk to young people, make sure that they understand the ramifications of their decisions if they choose to lead a life of crime, but also make sure that they have an option to get out and that they are plugged into quality programming to ensure that they are not leading a life that they really don't want to lead. So we've been going around and doing that, but also I'm very connected to all of my sports teams in the 203rd district. So look, when I was younger, I played for Ivy Hill, a football team in Mount Airy. So nice. I know the importance of football teams and quality programming in our district. So we have an awesome baseball team with Felice Philadelphia that I've given money to as a state rep to make sure that young people in our neighborhood can play baseball. But also I have to give a big shout out to my Alany Eagles, my Longcrest Lions, and Sturgis Hornets in the 203rd legislative district. All awesome football programs that are not only teaching our young people the love of football, which Philly is a football town, so that's a great thing to do, but also teaching them how to be leaders in their community as well.
That's great discipline.
Yes.
To be involved and to keep a schedule and to be fit and to do exactly what you're told so that you can win. That's great discipline that you're teaching them.
Yes, and to work as a team. And look, and sometimes they are great teammates to each other. I think they should come to Harrisburg and help us out to figure out how we can all get along and work together. Because our young people, they get out on the field, they leave it all out there, and they really work together as a team to make sure that they win.
I love that, and I love that you're doing the gun violence. I was on the board of directors for the Juvenile Detention Center here in Lakeland, New Jersey. And I saw young as 10 years old was in there because he killed he shot the store owner for not letting him take these sneakers that he wanted, and his grandmother couldn't buy it for him. And he went to the store, put them on, and wanted to walk out the store with them. Store owner stopped him and he shot him. So, and he was as young as 10 years old. When I saw him, he was the cutest button. And I went up to him and I couldn't believe what he was in there for. So I am very, very glad that you're doing that. And my first husband was killed in the streets of Camden, New Jersey, by a drive-by shooter. So, and Bev knows and CL knows, I went after the gunman. I was very public about it, and he got a life sentence. So I'm very glad that you're into all these programs in the community that will make a difference for our children. At a young age, we shouldn't be waiting till they're older and on the streets and lost. I'm glad that you're getting them while they're young.
Yeah, and I just want to express my condolences to you because I know when you lose a loved one, as much as you want to get over it, there's always that part of your heart
Mhm,
that will continue to love that person forever. And
mhm.
that grieving process is more than likely a lifelong grieving process.
Yes.
And I've unfortunately had to hug too many mothers that have
Mm,
lost their children.
mhm,
So when I came to the legislature, I tell people, even in my job and in my life, I would go to work for in Congress, and I would have to meet a prime minister,
mm,
that day, right? And when I go home at night, I have to go to a balloon release that night
mm,
in my community. So when this
mhm.
opportunity to opened up to run for office, I just thought about my life experiences and how I could be helpful in this realm. And gun violence is a big way that I wanted to impact my community, and to make sure that we're reducing gun violence and keeping our young people safe and keeping our neighborhoods safe. And we are up for the challenge. It's not for the faint of heart at all.
No.
But yeah, not at all. Yeah, but we've been tackling it through making sure that we're passing good legislation in Harrisburg, but also that we're using the power of the Pennsylvania budget to fund programs that will decrease gun violence all across Pennsylvania.
Nice.
So we're not taking anything lightly. If we can save one young person from leading a life of crime, and like you said, picking up a gun that they might not even know,
Mhm,
that 10-year-old, did he
mhm.
know the full ramifications of what he was doing, or did he just want something and said, "I want it by any means necessary"? Uh,
These young kids, like he lost his parents, and
mm,
so he was being raised by his grandmother, and his grandmother just didn't have it. She just really didn't have it. And
mhm.
he really didn't understand. I keep saying he really didn't understand. Young kids just don't understand the gravity of what they're doing and the gravity of what they want
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
want brand new things because they want to fit in. So we
Hmm.
have to teach them how to get away from trying to fit in so much.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
that's what the problem is. They want to fit in because they're missing that family life that they don't have. So that's great that you're creating a team, a family, a unity out in the community with these kids. That's perfect. That is perfect.
Thank you. Look, you're just giving me more motivation to keep going. So I appreciate that. And as many times as we get out there, as when I talk to my captains in my police districts, and they say,
Mhm.
it's a little better than it was last year.
Yeah,
And then I think, you know what, it's worth it, and we're really making a difference, and we'll keep doing that. So thank you. I appreciate those words.
absolutely. And you're involved in immigration, I hear.
Yes, yes, yes. For 8 years, my first job when I came to work for the congressman was helping people come to the United States of America from all over the world. So immigration is a huge passion of mine, and I love the district that I serve because it's really a district full of immigrants. It's the most
Mm,
diverse district I think in the state of Pennsylvania.
nice.
If you walk down any of our corridors, you can eat food from an Asian country, from the Caribbean,
Mm,
from Latin America, all over. So I love my district, and when I ran, people say, "Look, you helped me come to the United States. I'm a citizen now. You know what, Anthony? I'm gonna go ahead and vote for you." So I appreciated that.
That makes a difference, because they're not here trying to steal anything. They're here trying to make a life, a new life, a better life, a more secure and more safe life. They come across our borders, and I understand a lot of them come undocumented, and they shouldn't because that's a risk. But once they're here, they're just trying to live just like you and me. They're trying to build a safe environment for their children, and they're just trying to take it one day at a time. They're not trying to hurt nobody.
No, not at all. One of my first cases was a family from the Dominican Republic,
Mm,
and they wanted to bring their son to the United States. They had residency here, and they surprised me. I worked on this case for about a good 6 months. It was around Thanksgiving time in 2016. They surprised me and walked them in the office with their son, and so he was in high school around the time and probably on his way to college. And I said, all right, well, you're in Philly, welcome. I was about 26 at the time. I said,
Wow.
you're in Philly, welcome. What do you want to do now that you're here? And he spoke English, and he just said, you know what? I want to go to school. And I'm like, what? You don't want a cheesesteak? You don't want? He said, no, I want to go to school. And so that really just let me know how important getting to America is for so many people in terms of education, able to move up the economic ladder, able to take advantage of everything that the richest country in the world has to offer. That this young man from a totally different place just wanted to go to school when he got to America. So it helps me believe in that American dream, and it helps me go ahead and fight for my district even harder.
Love it. I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
That's why as soon as you said immigration, I was like, ding, ding.
Yes. Well, Doug, look, you talk my language, but obviously we already know that. But those that are in Puerto Rico are already our fellow Americans, but still a part of that Latino diaspora. That we have to make sure that we're all being connected and helping each other, especially once we get to America. So I appreciate that.
Yes, and I appreciate you helping that child to get to his dream, because they come determined. They come with a belly full of determination that they want to achieve things and that they want to get a better life than what they had. A lot of people think, well, why don't you just stay in your country? Yeah, well, most of these countries don't have all this. Just, we have so much, we're spoiled. I keep saying it. We have so much, we're spoiled. And when they come here, that's what they want. They want the same kind of life. And so you taking that step forward and helping these immigrants, these undocumented people get first of all, get their documents. And second of all, to achieve that plan, because they come with a goal. I thank you. I thank you for that.
No problem, and I totally agree to what you were talking about. Look, when I worked on Capitol Hill, I dabbled in foreign affairs as well, and having to make sure that and when I was working on casework, I would interact with the Office of Homeland Security, walking people through the USCIS process. And when people talk about their homeland, trust me, a lot of people miss home. They miss home. But they have to come to America because they saw no other option. Staying home because of low economic status, or because of crime, or in gangs and everything else that was ruining their home country. They had to come here, and they felt like they had to come here for their children and their children's children. So it's no easy trek when somebody decides to uproot and leave their own home in order to go somewhere else just to live. So when they come to America and actually get to stay here and want to reap the benefits, and not only reap the benefits but contribute to the American culture, we should really take an account of that. A lot of the new people that come to America end up joining our military or opening up a business and hiring people in the city of Philadelphia. So it's a big thing, and we really don't want to take it lightly. That American dream still exists. And people still want to take advantage of it.
Yes. And I also hear that you are involved with senior citizens.
Yes.
That.
Yes.
Well, what do you do?
You got to take care of our senior citizens. And I'm blessed that I've had some awesome grandparents in my life. So Rudy Tyler, James Tyler, Barbara Bellman, and Mary Jane Hooper. Those are some of my grandparents that I always think about anytime that I'm interacting with senior citizens. They were my cheerleaders when nobody else was. So I know when we have our senior citizens and they get up there in age, we really need to take care of them. And that's why when we're talking about SNAP benefits and the reduction of SNAP benefits, I want people to know, like, those SNAP benefits aren't necessarily going to working families all the time, but a lot of people who are on SNAP benefits are children and senior citizens, especially our senior citizens whose Social Security check might not stretch as far as they wanted to, so they have to receive food and supplemental benefits from other places. So when we're talking about our SNAP benefits, and we're seeing how that's playing out in the federal government, we really need to think about who's being impacted. So I love our senior citizens. I have a senior fair every year where about 300 of my senior citizens come out. We give them a bunch of resources, free food every day when they come out, not every day, but when they come out to the event. And we host other events throughout the year just to educate them about what's going on with different policies, but to make sure that they know that their elected official is taking care of them and thinking about them when I'm in Harrisburg, but especially when I'm at home. So I was lucky enough to secure a grant for one of my senior homes, which is a grant for about $187,000, which bought them a new bus. So they can get transported all around Philadelphia, and we could take our senior citizens to their doctor's appointments. And you know what? They did say that they were going to go to Atlantic City too. I said, all right, that's fine. That's what y'all want to do.
I'm on the bus already.
My grandma used to hop on Greyhound. She would be on Atlantic City with the Greyhound, so that's okay. So they are enjoying their bus and having a good time. But yes, senior citizens definitely have a special place in my heart.
That's great, because too many politicians seem to forget about our seniors. So that's right, because they need to be protected. They protected us all their lives. They treaded for us all their lives. They sacrificed whatever they had to sacrifice for us. We're not, I keep saying it, right? We're spoiled. Why? Because they did all the hard work for us, right? We just have to keep carrying the torch for them. And why forget them when they get at a certain age? Oh, you're too old, you're useless. No, they're not. They're not, because they're the ones that paved the way for us. So that's fantastic. I love it. I love all the things that you're involved with. I love all the things that you're doing. And like I said, I hope to meet you in person someday.
Yes, definitely. Look, we are taking care of everybody in the 203rd district. I was just out in last Sunday, and we had given away diapers to dads who were playing football. So it was about 52 dads that we gave away free diapers to. We just popped up and gave diapers away. And these were young men in their 20s and in their 30s, some who were expecting fathers and some who already had young little ones. And they thoroughly enjoyed it. They started calling the mother of their children and saying, hey, what size diapers do we need? Because they're giving them away here for free. And, they got them on the phone real quick, and we were able to do that. And the dads appreciated it. They said, thank you. Nobody ever thinks about us. And so we appreciate you taking some time to think about us as well. So I like to tell everybody we're taking care of everybody in the 203rd district, from diapers all the way to our senior citizens. Everybody's going to be taken care of. So that's my goal as a state rep right now.
Do you have any upcoming event?
Yeah, actually, we'll be giving away turkeys in my neighborhood, because they told me that's what you got to do as a state rep. All right, so we're giving away turkeys, about 300 turkeys we're going to be giving away on right before Thanksgiving on November 22nd. That's going to happen in Longcrest in my district, as well as in Alany. And we have a bunch of volunteers who are going to come out for that. And we will also be teaming up with our Councilman Anthony Phillips, in my district around Christmas time. We'll be giving out toys to young people in the neighborhood. So stick with this. Call my office for more information at 215-560-1315. And we will definitely get you plugged in to our events. And once again, I'm the state rep for Alany, Longcrest, Lawndale, and Oxford Circle in the Pennsylvania House.
And give us that number again.
No problem. That's 215-560-1315.
Perfect. And I'm in New Jersey, but hey, I'm going to have to visit.
Yeah, come on over. I spent some time in Jersey in politics a little bit out there back in 2013. But I
was in politics for a very long time.
Oh, really? Okay. I learned a lot from Jersey. Y'all do it differently. Y'all do it a little differently out there.
I was a consultant for a few politicians.
Wow,
I'll just say
good.
it that way.
Good.
And then it was time to move on. And so I did radio, and then now I'm a realtor.
That's awesome. Well,
Mhm.
I'm glad you're using your background in politics and your current position in radio to
Mhm.
get the information out there because it is
Yes,
thoroughly important. I had the awesome opportunity in 2020 to serve on the Joe Biden campaign. And so I
nice.
was the Southeast PA political director for Joe
Yes.
Biden and Kamala Harris in 2020.
Mm,
And I worked tirelessly for about 4 months, did not sleep in
mhm.
order for us to win that election and make sure that we elected Joe Biden and the first Black woman to be vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris. So
Nice.
politics plays a huge part in our neighborhood. And I always tell people, like, look, if you're not interested in politics, politics is interested in you. So they will be making decisions without you, whether you vote or not. So
That's
I
right.
tell everybody to please come out and vote and make your voice heard.
We for a long time, Bev and I, we're always saying we don't want to hear the excuses. You ain't
Right.
got transportation. Find somebody that will give you transportation to go vote. You don't know who's on the poll. Do some homework, do some research, because if you can spend time on TikTok, you can spend time looking these candidates up and educating yourself and making the right decision for your community. Because
That's
each
right.
community is very different. So you have to get educated and you have to do your own homework, and you have to know these candidates and vote.
And see, that's where we ended up here today because we got a vote on November the 4th, and we're voting for judges. And we talk about how our, our children, even adults, we end up, stepping and standing in front of a judge, and we want just do. We want to be heard. We don't want to be judged. We want to be judged properly. So if you didn't do something wrong, you need somebody that's going to stand up for you. So
Mhm.
that's why we come here today and we ask State Rep Bellman the importance of November the 4th and who is running. Like, give us a breakdown of who is running, because I technically didn't know who was running for judge and the importance of it. So if you can explain our November 4th, excuse me, voting for us, please.
No problem. Look, it is a very important election. We say this all the time, but it's in another one of those very important elections in Pennsylvania this Tuesday, November the 4th. And there are a lot of people that are running. So when you actually go out there to vote, you're going to see a bunch of different names. But just to break it down on what this election is about, this election is about judges. And we already said that. And how a lot of times people don't understand that in Pennsylvania, we actually elect our judges. These are not appointed judges, we elect them. And if you didn't know, now you know, black robes matter.
Mhm.
Black robes matter. And our judges are a huge system. The judicial system in Pennsylvania is a part of the three branches of government. You have the executive branch, which is the governor, the legislature, that's where I work, and then our judicial system. So we have this Pennsylvania Supreme Court. We have three individuals who are up for retention. And so they're not necessarily running for judge, they're running to keep their position or be retained as judge. So when you go into the voting booth this November, on November the 4th, you're not going to say, yes, I want this person, a name is not going to be there. You're actually going to have an option to say, yes, I want to retain them, or no, I don't want to retain them. And the three judges that are up for the Supreme Court is Christine Donahue, Kevin Doherty, and David Weck. And they are on the Supreme Court for Pennsylvania. And then we have the Superior Court, the Commonwealth Court, the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas, and then the Municipal Court. And I got to give a shout out to one of my favorite municipal court judges, Judge Jacqueline Frazier Lyde. So we want to vote yes to retain her as well. But those are all the courts that are up for retention right now. And so some of them, like I said, in the Supreme Court, we're asking to retain them, and also with the Superior Court and the Commonwealth Court. And those are our statewide courts. statewide courts when you think of those, but on our local courts, some of them might not be retaining, but they are running for the first time. So you would actually have to go and vote for them. And then some of those other judges, like I mentioned, Jacqueline Frazier lied. We want to vote yes for those type of judges, those municipal court judges, in order to retain them. And then we also have the district attorney's race that's happening in Philadelphia, along with the Philadelphia city controller's race as well.
So now when we look at it, they don't really pay attention when they walk into their poll booth. They just like, okay, we just gonna click it, because they're not really paying attention. They don't understand the ramifications of that push of that button.
Mm-hmm.
So is it confusing? Is the ballot going to be a little bit confusing to try to, make people mess up?
It's I don't think the ballot would be confusing. I think the amount of people running might be confusing. So let me make it simple. Vote yes. That is it. Vote yes. And that is the best way that I can tell you, because there's been a lot of money on this race. This race right now is one of the most contested races in the country because of how important Pennsylvania is. And like I told you, in 2020, when I served on the Biden campaign, they told me, they said, Ant, listen, Philadelphia is the most important city in the country right now. And you're the political director of that city. So how the city goes is how the state is going to go, and how the state goes is how the country is going to go. That's the power that we have in the city of Philadelphia in regards to these national elections. And when we're talking about the courts, it's the exact same thing. If we want to retain our courts, and you're asking, you might be asking, okay, well, why is it important to retain courts? We all see what's happening down in Texas right now. We all see what's going on. Mm-hmm. And if we don't want to look like Texas, we need to vote yes on these judges, because some of our favorite members of Congress are going to have to start looking for another job next year, because their districts have been cut up and gerrymandered so much because of what the legislature is doing and because of what their Supreme Court is allowing them to do. Mm-hmm. So it's important for us to get out here and vote. And I know we say it every single year, and every single year it is true. Every election is the most important election if we want to make sure that we're maintaining democracy, but also if we want to make sure that we're keeping our civil liberties here in Pennsylvania.
Mm. Someone asked, is West Oak Lane in your district?
Unfortunately, no. West Oak Lane is not in my district. But I used to, my grandma Maggie, my great grandmother, she used to live in West Oak Lane, so I'm very familiar with the area. I'm from Uptown, so West Oak Lane is not in the district. But if you contact our office, we could definitely get you in touch with your state representative.
Okay. She said thank you.
No problem.
All right, and see, we got people that they even know he's so knowledgeable. Okay, so we're gonna give you your flowers, because look, you know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
No problem, no problem.
Thanks for all you do for the people. Yes. See that right there? Because people don't understand. They think when they look at some of our representatives and they're like, well, they don't do anything, they don't answer, they're not for us. I haven't heard anything. I put in this complaint about this and I haven't heard anything. Nothing has been done. So I like to give you your kudos for, all that you're doing, all that you're going to continuously do. And to come on here and letting people know, vote yes. See, the whole confusion thing, y'all don't have to be confused.
No, do not be confused. No, and there's a number I want to give out too, if anybody needs help, because obviously election day is very important. I always make a plan, and I tell people to make a plan. My plan has been the same since my first presidential election. The first time I ever voted was in 2008 for then President Barack Obama. And so my plan has been the same kind of since then. I'm a type of person, I want to get to the polls early. And I know they open up at 7 a.m. on November the 4th. So I always wake up at 6 a.m. I'm out the house by 6:45, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I make sure I get some coffee and some donuts, especially for my poll workers. And then I'm in line at least by 6:59 because I want to make sure I'm one of the first people to vote. And I go in and I vote and I make my voice heard. And then I make sure I tell my friends to vote too, because it is very important. And Philadelphia, I'll be honest with you, in the last primary, we only had about 14% turnout, and that is horrible. We need to make sure that every single person that can vote comes out to vote in this November election in order for us to win those big statewide elections and in order for us to make sure that we are voting for our local judges. And as important as I told you guys, the statewide elections are and the statewide judges, look, when you are having a bad day and you get arrested, guess what? You don't go see the Supreme Court. You don't go see your state legislator. Y'all don't come see State Rep Anthony Bellman. You go in front of a judge. And you want to make sure that that judge, when you've made a bad decision or a poor decision, or you've had a bad day and that caused you to make a bad decision, you want to make sure that that judge is just and that that person is fair. And this is the election to do that in. So we are once again talking about the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas, which handles the criminal division. So it handles felonies and serious misdemeanors. It holds jury and bench trials and also hears appeals from the municipal court or for criminal cases. And it also handles civil cases that are over $12,000, but also family court cases. So if you're talking about custody battles or divorces, child support, domestic violence, adoption, juvenile matters, that is all handled by the Court of Common Pleas in Philadelphia. And we're talking about our municipal court. You got to think of that as kind of like the entry-level court for our city residents, and handles misdemeanors and summary offenses, preliminary hearings for felony cases, and then also issues arrest warrants and sets bail. So those courts are those courts that you will interact with if you get arrested. And if you don't get arrested, that's great. But if you know somebody that one day you think might get arrested, these are the judges and that will be making the decisions about all of the lives in Philadelphia.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that and breaking that down to actually say, Lighttime, you have a
there's another question from another audience member. What does he feel about Dr. Allah Stanford running for Dwight Evans' seat?
Well, that's a great question. And I want to say the 3rd congressional district is right now held by one of my mentors, Dwight Evans, who I when he was my state rep when I was younger, and he also shares. So we share the district number of 203. It was his number when he was a state rep, and it's my number now as a state rep. And he has decided, after a long life of public service, to retire from his congressional seat, where he works down in Washington, D.C. And he's retiring, and he's allowing people to go ahead and run for a seat. So it is now an open seat. So like I ran for an open seat when I was running for state rep, this is now an open seat. And Dr. Allah Stanford has chosen to run for that seat, to run to be a member of Congress. And for her running, I think anybody that gets in and says that, during this time in American history, where we see what's happening down in Washington, D.C., and we know the great and the gravity about what's going on in our nation. And when you want to sign up and you're saying, you know what, I have something to offer, I say more power to you. Dr. Stanford has a history in Philadelphia, and she has things that she can point to. And if the people of the 3rd congressional district say, you know what, I want her to be my member of Congress, that is their decision to make. And for everybody, and mind you, that's Dr. Allah Stanford. She's jumped in. I have some colleagues in the Pennsylvania House that have jumped in. There's some members of the Pennsylvania Senate that have jumped in as well. I just read a couple millennials that have worked on campaigns or worked in government have jumped in as well. So there's a great array of people to vote for. But I would always encourage people to do your homework. And as a former educator, I'm telling y'all, do your homework. All right. Don't go to those polls without doing your homework. And when you're thinking about doing your homework, I want you to look at how people have voted, look at what they've done, look at the receipts that they have. And if those values that they carry match up with your own values, then go ahead and pull the lever or push the button for that person. It is a very critical time. And as somebody who has served in the United States Congress for 8 years and worked down on Capitol Hill, to go down there and want to fight for your people back at home is admirable. And I can't wait to see how that election turns out.
Nice. She says, thank you for answering the question.
No problem. Like, as a teacher, that you can't get away from, and I always see this too with politicians. They always like say, "Oh, I want to jump around." Like, I can't do that. Look, I got to answer the question very directly, so that way my students can learn. So yeah,
yes,
no problem at all.
You know, the one thing I don't like is when you ask a politician a question and they give you a political answer,
right?
Because they're dodging it,
and you can always tell the political answers.
Yes.
Let me stop where y'all ask me a question, and then I gotta go ahead and give it.
So when you started to, when I read the question, I was like, what?
Oh no. There's always an answer for a question. There's always an answer. Feel free to ask away.
So let's see.
Do you have any more questions, Lahitana?
No, that was the last one that I got.
Okay. Awesome. Well, again, State Rep Bellman, can you please say the importance? And also, you have to give the number. You're supposed to be given a number so people can contact and if they need help or assistance.
Yes. So this election, November the 4th, especially for our Black and Brown community, I am a member of the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus. And I'm also a member of the Pennsylvania Legislative Latino Caucus. Although I'm not Spanish, I represent about 10,000 Spanish speakers in my neighborhood in the 203rd district. And I always just feel like it's important to make sure that we're going ahead and representing all people. So I am encouraging everybody to vote on November the 4th. The polls open up at 7 a.m. And they close at 8 p.m. this Tuesday. If you do not know where to vote, where your voting location is, I want you to call 1-833-PA-VOTES. That's 1-833-PA-VOTES, 1-833-728-6837. That's 1-833-728-6837. In the 61st Ward in Philadelphia, we are some voting people. So this happens in our neighborhood every single election, and this will be no different. So I want everybody to make sure that you are making a plan like I do. And if your plan includes Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, then let it include Dunkin' Donuts. If your plan is that you go to work and you vote at lunchtime, make sure you have a way to get to your location. If you go right after work to your polling location, feel free to go right after work. Or you know what? You can contact the city commissioner's office to make sure that you vote beforehand as well. And once again, that number to find out where your city commissioner's office is 1-833-PA-VOTES, and they will give you all that information. So it is a critical election, a statewide election about courts, about judges, about freedom, about civil liberties. It's all happening this November. And this is not one of those elections that you want to sit out. There are a few guardrails that keep us from looking like Texas. It's the fact that we have a legislature with a one-seat majority that Democrats control in the Pennsylvania House where I work. And we have a Democratic governor in Josh Shapiro, and we have Democrats on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. And right now, between this election and next election next year, all of those things are up for grab. And if you think that the other side of the aisle is not going to fight tooth and nail to get power, and this is what this is about. This is about power. This is about decision-making processes. And this is about affecting the lives of 13 million Americans in Pennsylvania. And we need to make sure that everybody comes out to vote. Our vote is our power. Our vote is how we get resources to our community. Look, I had the awesome opportunity to present another check of $219,000 for a brand new basketball court at Sturgis Recreation Center. And when your elected official knows what to do with the power that they have, it can affect the community in a very tremendous way. So let's not sit this one out. We need our judges on the Supreme Court. We need our local judges. Those are the first lines of defense for us. But also we need to make sure that when we're having our worst day, that when we go before a judge and they have to render a decision, that they count us as a person and not just another docket that they have to go through. And that is up for grabs right now. So I'm encouraging everybody to come out to vote. I'll be going around to every division in my district, making sure and saying hi to all of our voters who are out there voting, but also to those who are manning the polls on election day. So we thank those poll workers as well. So if you have any other questions that we couldn't answer today, once again, give my office a call at 215-560-1315, and my staff will go ahead and answer those questions for you if I'm not there, but also give the voter assistance hotline a call at 1-833-PA-VOTE.
Excellent. That's excellent information. Perfect.
No, don't say that. I mean, now I got to go back and think. All right, because I thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna take.
Well, I posted everything on my page. All the numbers, the polling location, your office number. So, hey, I'm sorry. I'm guilty. I'm putting your numbers out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'd like to thank you so much, State Representative Anthony Bellman, for coming on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio to give the information out to our communities and to our listeners, because we have so many and we need to let everybody know what needs to happen on November the 4th. So please hit yes. Say yes. You know, we say yes about so many other things, but we need to say yes about this on November 4th. So thank you again, State Representative, for coming and showing out and showing exactly what you're doing for the community, and that it is somebody out there that's really for us and about us. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. And next time I'll join you in studio. I appreciate your time tonight.
That was good.
Yes.
That was great.
Very informational for the simple fact that a lot of times as I was growing up, I never really paid attention. Like they were like, oh, it's for the judges and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it just wouldn't be a vote for me. Okay, I'm missing the polls that day. You know, I'm going to work.
And people still, Barbara says, this was a great conversation. Thank you. A lot of people assume it's just you vote for council people, you vote for mayors, you vote for presidents, for that. You don't think of anything else. But there's so many other levels that you need to get involved with, because it's a lot of people don't want to hear it, right? Your voice matters, your vote matters. Make your voice be heard. But I truly believe that. And if you don't go out and vote, you don't get involved in your community, then when things like what's happening now is happening, you didn't go out and vote. So all I need you to do right now is go out and vote. And what he said, just say yes. That's all he said. He didn't make complicated. He didn't complicate the whole voting thing. He just said yes. Just go out and say yes.
Well, say yes. Absolutely.
Si se puede.
All of that.
All of that.
So thank you guys for tuning in to the CL Smoov and Bev Brooks show with our co-host La Gitana. Right here on WBNC Breaking Chains Radio. We love you guys. We're looking. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, let's bring this one back up.
Oh. Madre de Dios.
Exactly. Say it again.
Muchacho, what are you doing? You're giving me agita. You're giving, my stomach is hurting. What are you doing? You're in your own zone over there. What are you doing? Look at him, just acting up. Just can you mute him again? Just let him be muted.
Just gonna put him to the level.
Zone.
But we're gonna give our goodbyes. So Lahitana,
I thank you for inviting me to the special edition, the special episode, because it was very, very important to have this conversation, and it was great to have a politician on here and state representative and give his information and educate us on what we need to do and how we need to do it. I will be back.
Oh, you better be back. And ain't no choice. You don't have no choice.
You know, it's like who was he? Arnold Schwarzenegger's.
No choice.
You don't have a choice.
No choice.
What?
No choice. No.
Well,
the paperwork is even.
You're gonna get dragged by
here. See all the space that we have now? Hell, we can have a whole dance studio here. See that?
Now we gotta love everything and bring it over.
You know, that's lugging stuff. You know, you just need to be here.
Just bring yourself here.
Just bring yourself.
Yes.
You know? It's easier to bring yourself
here. You know? Okay. Who's bringing the cafecito then?
Oh,
so now we gotta think about something.
Okay, so we're gonna have to split it.
We're gonna have to pull out the thermoses.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do something. We got to do something.
I'll be carrying a whole bunch of thermoses over there.
Here you go. Say works it, and just a big pot. You know,
exactly.
It's a big pot.
It'll be all right.
You will. CL.
Yes.
Do you have any last words?
We out of here. Peace.
I ain't got time for him.
You're a hot mess. Look at him.
A whole hot mess.
Oh my God. I can't. If I go in person, he's gonna even be worse.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. That's gonna be extra makeup and stuff. You know, it's a lot of work.
I'm not gonna make you cry again. I promise. No tears.
You know, I'm gonna have to pull my hair all the way up here. You know, it's a lot of work.
The things that you gotta do to deal with CL.
You gotta let me.
I'm a fan.
Yes, you're a fan.
He makes everybody hot. Like, oh my God. He'll behave. You don't know how to behave. It's not in his blood system.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You said no.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I am not going to encourage your behavior, sir. I'm going to take you to the court of common pleas.
No. Oh.
Yes.
For misbehaving on the CL and Bev Brooks show.
Oh.
Exactly.
All right. I'll try to see
you guys.
Love you too.
Love you
Thank
too.
you so much. Okay, yeah. Wait a minute, I go this way.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Yeah. Peace.
It's your girl Bev Brooks, WBNC Breaking Chains Radio, the CL Smoov and Bev Brooks show, and we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in this evening. It was a very good event, informational wise, and we'd like to thank you guys again so much for tuning in and asking your questions. And he answered honestly, and he answered legit, not in a politician way, as B said, but he answered how we would like our politicians to answer. So thank you guys again. It's your girl Bev Brooks, WBNC, Breaking Chains Radio.
You're listening to WBNC, Breaking Chains Radio.